Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm back. After 2 weeks of being away due to work obligations forcing me to be on hiatus for about like 2 weeks, I'm back, and we are here with Wild Hearts. Apparently, this is EA's answer to Monster Hunter World, and already I'm seeing glowing reviews about the game and its extremely great optimization. If you couldn't tell, I was being facetious, and apparently, yeah, the game runs like complete dog ass on PC, which I'm about to find out. Will I be the outlier here? I probably won't be, given how you can see how much I had to downgrade my settings in order to make the game, like, passably run. And not only that, according to OBS, there are problems with overloaded encoding, so take that as you may. This is gonna be quite the experience, I'm just gonna say. How's the volume? Hopefully the volume's okay. If the volume's not okay, then, well, you know what? This is... Well, yep. See, this is what happens. FPS just drops to, like, 1, and then, yeah, encoding overloaded. It's already proving to not be a really well-optimized game on PC. But, we're gonna have to deal with it, I think. Well, I hope. I hope this isn't, like, a wildly recurring thing. But just to make sure, I'm gonna just decrease my settings even further. If I can find it. Controls, camera, language, graphics. I can't change this. Oh no, I can change this. Let's go with, like, really low settings then. Let's go with really low settings. And see if that does anything. Okay. Maybe that does something. So my game looks complete shit now. But does that mean... Oh my goodness. I'm already dropping, like, under 30 frames. So already the goal you see at the top of the screen there, that's not gonna happen. Obtain above 30 FPS? Oh, hell no, that's not gonna happen at all. Huh. Yeah. Oh, what is this? What is happening? This is not running. Okay, it's running, but it's barely. Ooh, my gun. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, there's my weapon. Oh, and we are, yup. I'm frozen, and I'm not frozen. Okay, well. It looks like this might not happen already. Yeah. Well, looks like I'm not the outlier here. Looks like I didn't become the outlier here, and everything will run perfectly for me. This looks about right about what I feared when it came to, me hearing about how poorly optimized the game on PC is. Apparently, people on console have been, enjoying the game pretty well, but PC players have been left with the very short end of the stick. But from what I understand, the devs know about this and are, I guess, working on, like, an optimization patch that might, like, drop this week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I mean, I hope, because this release was supposed to be big from, like, EA and Koei Tecmo, but yeah, no matter how big the release is, if the game runs like complete shit, then yeah, what good will anything do, right? I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna try my best here. I'm gonna try my best to, like, deal with it. So, how do I play this? Let's see. Dodge is apparently square, which is apparently B, which is not right. That's a downward slash. Okay. Okay, we got an EI slash. That kills the frame rate. Okay, alright. This is going really well. Okay, frame rate is still dying. We have a jump button. Beat that, Monster Hunter. You don't need a ledge for this. But it seems like I can only do one attack in the air. Right, okay. Single-handed lunge. Oh, this is how to rotate the camera. Wait a minute, this is how to rotate the camera? You're telling me to rotate the camera, I need to, well, first I need to, like, exit my frames dropping to 1 first. I have to turn the camera with the trigger buttons? I'm sorry, what? I have to use the trigger buttons. Oh no, this is... Wow. Okay, that's how to... okay, so that's how to sheath your weapon. Unsheath your weapon, yeah, okay. There's moves for when you, wait, no. Yeah, okay, running attacks, they're still just, like, your normal moves. So, I don't really have that diverse of a moveset yet. I can cancel into Yai Slash. There's that. Okay. Let's just get through the tutorial first. Because that's probably the best I can do. Yeah. Yeah, I think the best I can do is... Oh my god. Barely even at that, get through the tutorial. Okay, maybe I'll just run to, like, that second log there. Maybe I'll just run to that second log there, and then we can just, like, call this a lost cause for now. Because, holy god, the optimization is awful on PC. Optimization here is really bad. I mean, shoot. Just as a morbid curiosity, why is that the pause screen? The pause screen became clicking the right stick. Clicking the right stick on my PS4 controller is the pause screen. That doesn't seem right. What the? Okay, controls. Wait, lock on is supposed to be R. But, wait, what? Menu is, huh? What's the problem? All the controls are just all over the place. Great, let's try this. Let's make attack. There. Yes. Because I guess that's B then. Attack 2 is Y. Special attack is right trigger. That's fine. Well, let's see. That doesn't register to anything. So special attack doesn't register to anything. I mean right trigger. Okay. So the right trigger doesn't apply to anything. Wow. This is just broken. What? Stow weapon is that. Right trigger does nothing. Right trigger actually does nothing. Right and left trigger does nothing on a PS4 controller. I mean, I guess they weren't kidding when they said that this was mainly made for, like, the Xbox, I guess. No PlayStation controller support? None? Can I have my frames back, please? Okay, well, you know what? Let's just do this. I said do this. Let's just, do that, then. Uh-huh. Okay, well, that... Unfortunately, that went worse than I expected. That actually just went worse than I expected. I'm very shocked as to how bad that went. Huh. Well, we're gonna have to go and think of a different plan here. Because this obviously is not well optimized by a long shot. Well then, let me go grab some music. Where's the music? let's change the background first. There we go. Let's do this, or maybe this one. This one should be fine. Okay. Well, I guess Wild Hearts is just not gonna work out for now until the patch comes out. So what am I going to do? What are we going to do? If not Wild Hearts, is there a game I can just play? Is there a game I can literally just play, like, that I have installed right now? Oh god. I opened up Steam, and it immediately, what I left off on in my library is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Let me tell you something. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, that ain't gonna happen. Not on stream. Ever since finding out how just grossly overpowered the meta, well, overpowered, how grossly power crept the meta is for Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not gonna be a thing. I do not want to commit time to just learning, like, just how to break the game, because that's just how you normally play these days. Apparently, the normal way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Is to find ways to essentially, well, I wouldn't say find ways to break the game, because the cards that Konami already give you, they already break the original rules of the game anyway. So essentially, the game is just completely broken. And the game can end in about 2 or 3 turns. If that floats your boat, then more power to you, but that does not float my boat whatsoever. Maybe at this point, Magic is more like my type of deal, but man, apparently Magic can end in about like 7 or 8 turns. I'm so used to card games lasting more than like 10 turns. Because, you know, with card games, it's supposed to be like a whole experience, you know? Supposed to be a whole experience, or at least from my experience. Or at least how I want to experience card games. It's supposed to be like a saga. Not just like, I'm just gonna build up power this one turn, and then this next turn I'm gonna, like, OTK you, or something like that. No. I'm good. I can understand why that would be fun to some people, but that's just not me. Anyway, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! For me. Maple Story? Well, I'm not really feeling Maple Story. I really am not. I probably should have set up my wheel. Because, mind you, before the stream, yesterday, with the time I had yesterday, after doing all the paperwork, because, yeah, I was supposed to stream yesterday, or I wanted to stream yesterday, but I overslept, and I had to do paperwork that I had to turn in to work that night. Yesterday, with the free time that I had, I set up my wheel, and I tried to play Assetto Corsa, and man, I suck at driving. I'm just gonna say, I suck so bad that I'm kind of concerned about actually, you know, playing Assetto Corsa on stream, or basically just using my sim racing wheel and pedals, because my god, am I actually just terrible at it. I mean, it makes sense because I just started out, but I should have figured out that just starting out sim racing, just starting out how to actually, like, properly upshift and downshift, like in a manual transmission, with a manual transmission, I mean, at some point, I probably should have thought, yo, you know what, maybe I'll let myself cook for a bit before I actually stream this. And, well, I mean, I haven't streamed it yet, so at least I'm doing good on that part, but the main issue is that I have a very long way to go until I'm at a moderately decent level. Actually, not even decent, just like he can drive kind of level. Because at this point, I just can't. I gotta practice. Man. Actually, while I'm trying to find a game, I guess we can just change this to just chatting right now. Give me a second. Just chatting. Actually, I did say I could just turn the stream into a just chatting. Let's see. Let's see. Can I, what can we do here? Oops. Wild Hearts is broke. There you go. Oops, Wild Hearts broke. Let's chat instead. There you go. That's what it's gonna be. Oops, Wild Hearts broke. Let's chat instead. And then the topic... I'm kind of surprised that I actually remember that there is... I have a topic thing up here. The topic is... I have no plan B. Okay, well, technically, I have no plan C. There you go. I have no plan C. Because this is my plan B, which is just chatting, which I do remember I did say on Twitter that this was gonna be my plan, like, B. So, currently I'm trying to find a plan C. Okay, anyway, what I wanted to talk about was the whole process of setting up the wheel, because, for those of you that don't know, for the longest time, for, like, the last couple of months, doesn't that contradict itself? Anyway, I'm just like thinking that I'm just flustered right now. Let me recant and start from the beginning. Couple of months ago, I decided to begin my sim racing journey and buy a I bought a starter sim racing setup. Yay! I got the wheel, got the wheel base, got the pedals. I also got a shifter and handbrake. Half of those are from the same company, half of those are from AliExpress. But they all work fine. They actually all work pretty good. I'm very satisfied with them. Do you know what I'm not satisfied with? Is the fact that the new desk that I got, the new L-shaped desk that I got, is not suitable to have something clamped onto it that's going to project 1 to 5 newton meters of force onto the desk. The amount of loud rattle that results in is just extremely, like, loud. Well, for me. And I'm wearing headphones when I'm using this, and I could still hear it pretty audibly, especially when I crash, which happens a lot because, I mean, as I established earlier, I am not good. No, like, really, I'm really thinking of just getting a wheel stand now, which is in the budget, not gonna lie. I gave myself like 1,000 to like a 1,000 to like 1,100 budget for this sim racing setup, and I have the budget that I have left over that didn't go to the wheelbase, pedals, and other peripherals is gonna go towards, well, it was supposed to go towards basically either a new monitor or like a cockpit or a stand. And I'm gonna choose a stand. Yeah, because I'm just gonna be straight up. I clamped the after I was done using the wheel and like the shifter and handbrake, the rattling, after all the rattling happened and I took off like the clamps, I noticed visible damage under my desk from like the clamps being clamped so hard, but then like having enough room to like rattle up and down against like the whole, like, you know, wood frame of the desk or something like that, you know? I noticed the damage basically, and that is, with the amount of, it's already starting to get visibly damaged from it. It's very slight, but I already know that if I am to play using this every day, which I wanted to, my desk is not gonna make it. My desk is actually just not gonna make it. So, here's the thing. I'm gonna try my best to find a good wheel stand and bring it over. Well, buy it. I'm gonna buy like a wheel stand. And I'm gonna buy a foldable wheel stand. A wheel stand I can actually stow away, which, from my short amount of research that I did prior to the stream, is probably gonna be the NLR wheel stand 2.0. That is the budget option that's apparently really good for the price, because for those of you that don't know about the NLR wheel stand, it's basically the front half of the NLR cockpit, their flagship cockpit. It's literally the front half. They just cut it down the middle, and then NLR just said, here, here's your wheel stand. And you know what? It works. It actually just works. And apparently, you would think that cutting an entire cockpit in half, you would think, hey, this part is one half of the full price. This part is the other half of the full price. But no, apparently NLR, Next Level Racing said, hey, the wheel stand part, that's actually like 1/4 of the price of the whole entire cockpit. So have fun. And I'm like, this feels wrong. But I shouldn't complain because this is actually a really affordable, like, wheel stand. It is heavy, it is metal, and it can just fold in. So for easier storage, I honestly don't see many drawbacks there, aside from the fact that when you fold it together, not everything folds in cleanly, namely the place where you put the shifter and handbrake. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to deal with it as long as I can just like fold it, just like as long as I can just fold it and then shove it into like a corner somewhere. Even with how heavy it is, because it's all metal, it's all heavy metal. It's as long as I can do that, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, that's my current progress when it comes to my sim racing in terms of just, you know, the stuff that I need. Oh, in terms of the game though, Assetto Corsa, I tried Assetto Corsa for like a couple of hours yesterday. Like I said, I'm very bad during that time. Sorry for the hiccup right there. During that time, I figured out how to properly upshift and downshift, and the drastic difference between cars made in like the 80s compared to GT cars made in the 2010s. I mean, obviously you would think that there's a difference, right? But when you actually get to drive them, and mind you, one of these cars is like official for like Assetto Corsa, the other one is a mod. And the cars in question are, I think it was an Audi GT car, and then like the other car was, I think, a Nissan Skyline HR31. Yeah, those two. I'm sticking with the HR31 because that's probably going to help me the most in actually being able to control and properly drive like a car in Assetto Corsa. I'm well aware there's probably better options, but I chose the HR31 because it just looks very appealing to me. It's a literal wide box. It's a literal wide box that to me epitomizes cars in like the early 80s or something. Or somewhere in the 80s. I need to figure out when was the HR31 like produced. HR31 Skyline. This thing, that was 87. That's it. 1987. That's the car I'm using right now. And this is the mod car. This isn't an actual official car in Assetto Corsa. But yeah. I have nothing more to say other than that I need more practice. So that's why I'm probably not going to do Assetto Corsa for like, you know, a little bit. Just until I get the wheel stand and I also get a little better behind the wheel. I can at least be somewhat like 1/4 of the way decent in a GT car. And this is just according to like the couple of laps I did in Black Cat Country. I think that's like a DLC track in Assetto Corsa. Using the Audi GT car. But I want to know how to actually drive, you know, using the actual H pattern shifter and everything. When I was doing that, when I was trying that, I misshifted so much, and then I have destroyed several transmissions across several cars. I have a long way to go. Give me a second. I gotta use the bathroom. Give me one moment. Where's the topic here? Topic, bathroom break. Enjoy my model wigging out for a bit because I'm just not going to make him disappear or something. Be right back. Hello, I'm back. Hello, yeah, hello, I'm back. See, that's what happens when you eat really good Indian food, I'm just gonna say. Anyway, moving on, let's just change the thing back to I have no plan to see and stuff like that. But, yes. I have no clue what I completely forgot what I was talking about before. Let's just try to find a game here. One of the unfortunate things that I noticed looking through my Steam library is that I have almost no games installed. Oh no, I literally have almost no games installed here. Good lord. Wow. Like, I actually don't really have a lot of games installed. We could do Multiversus. We could do Powerwash. Actually, not even gonna lie, we could do Powerwash. Because I was thinking of like something like, say, Vampire Survivor, for example. But the thing is that I kind of don't want to play Vampire Survivor because I want to play something, a game known as Hollow Cure. I would rather play that at the moment because the new update for that just dropped and I need to progress very much because I'm literally an update behind in terms of progress. I haven't played the game since the beginning of like the previous patch. I don't even have all the characters. I haven't even brought like barely any upgrades. Yeah, before I go into Vampire Survivors, I kind of just want to play Hollow Cure because I just, you know, if you follow my Twitter, you know what I'm into, okay? You know what I'm into. You know, so Vampire Survivors might not be like on the docket today. How about we just do Powerwash? Powerwash seems like a nice chill game, and I can just continue with the just chatting stuff because screw it, right? Powerwash is the medium by which your visual interpreters, which is your eyes, can like rest on while Mr. Streamer talks about his life and things that don't matter to you. All right. Let's just do it, right? Let's just do it. Powerwash simulate. What do you mean launching? What do you mean launching? Or installing? I saw installing and I immediately interpreted it as launching. Ah, boy. This is great. Alright, Powerwash. What you... Oh, shoot. I need to do this. Move this back over here. By the way, I still never found out how to move my activity feed and my chat thing from, like, in OBS back into their original spots. Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to do that. So, let's go ahead and do the audio. Is Powerwash part of this? Yes, it is one of the first games that I put in this separate audio capture. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and do Powerwash Simulator. And 1, 2, 3, where the hell is the game? Game? Hello? Oh, no, that's why. I'm stupid. It's right over here. Haha! Found it. Wrong window capture. Alright, let's go ahead and change this to Powerwash Simulator. And we're gonna go with Powerwash because Wild Hearts is broke. Done. There you go. That's what I'm doing here. And I think, yeah, we barely have any progress here. More like I have barely any progress. Let's go ahead and, is there any sort of, chill music we can put here? Because there's no audio. Well, there's no BGM in Powerwash. So I gotta really remember like what my usual music is. Let's see. I could play the Christmas music, which I don't want. What is this one? What is this one, actually? Let's see. Give me a moment. We're gonna listen to this. We're gonna listen to this. Let's go. Let's do a live listen to all of the Dova Syndrome BGMs that I downloaded. Right? Let's just do that for a second so I can figure out what the hell I want to listen to. What is it? Where is it? Intro card right here. Okay. Wait, I need to make sure this is not loud. Oh, that works. That works. All right, we're doing this one. There we go. Perfect. Remember this track? For those of you that have been watching me for a very long time, hey, we have this track again. Let's just do this track, right? I also probably should, you know, listen to it as well. Just so I'm not listening to complete silence. So here we are, back in Powerwash Simulator. I'm still keeping the first part of the stream in the VOD simply because I just want to give people perspective on just how well Wild Hearts runs on PC. My fingers are crossed that the optimization patch, I just really hope that helps out, you know, things. I really hope that helps out things, because, man, it needs a hefty amount of, like, patch right there. It really does. Okay. Let's continue on with the career, right? Oh, we have specials here. So, while I wasn't playing the game for, like, a while, they apparently dropped a free DLC where you can just, you know, power wash Lara Croft's manor. And several stages take place in Lara Croft's manor, so that's cool, I guess. I didn't know Powerwash had enough clout to get a collab going with Tomb Raider, but apparently one of the newest special Powerwash stages in the game that's gonna come out is Midgar, Final Fantasy VII. How does Powerwash have enough clout to gain a collab with Final Fantasy VII? I have no clue. So props to Powerwash for being able to do that, and, you know, props to them for being like diehard crony simps, I guess. Yeah. For those of you that follow the Powerwash devs on, like, the Twitter, whoever's running their social media account at least is a big fan of crony, and they okay, whenever crony plays like a new update, like, they gotta gush about it, right? Anyway, I'm just gonna continue with this. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't do. I'm not gonna do the Tomb Raider one yet, because there's still quite a bit I got. In progress. No, completed? Okay, I completed this. Okay, good. We can clean the dirt bike. That's really fast. Let's do this. Alright. See, at least this runs well. At least this runs. Goodness, at least this runs. And there's no volume. Fantastic? Where's the volume? Audio? Oh, that's better. Nice. Okay, and no volume is coming through the audio capture. Let's change that. Let's remove this and then add in. Well, apparently there isn't an executable for, like, Powerwash here. Well, that's fantastic, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's funny. Apparently, Powerwash's audio cannot be captured by whatever kind of, like, third-party audio capture thing I have for games on, like, OBS. Well, this is great. Give me a moment. They're... Hello? Huh? Oh, this is going swimmingly. Yeah, that's not working. That's just not working. Well, I guess I just have to listen to complete silence then. Let's just listen to complete silence. There you go. Here's the game. Let's also... You guys get to listen to the game. Me, I get to listen to dead silence because I don't know what the hell happened to the audio. Also, that's how does that get so quiet? Let's just do this, right? This should be fine. I think this should be fine. Okay, now how do you do the whole James Bond thing? Not the James Bond thing. What is it? No, that's not it. Oh! Oh, that's it. Yes, this is the button I never used back when I played like the game like a long while ago. And that's how you do continuous. Ooh, okay. Am I able to... How do I swap the position? Change stance? No, I don't want to crouch. No, I don't want to go prone either. All I just want to do is change my... Yeah, that's it. So what's the way to do it then? You crouch, you hit like C, I guess, and then you just do this. I think that's what you do, right? I think that's what you do. Okay, I got it. Yeah, this seems fine. This seems like the way to do it. Nice. Okay. All right. I get it. I get it now. Yeah. All right. I think I got it. I think I got it. So let's go ahead and shoot the shit then. Where have I been these past like 2 weeks? Well, if you must know, yeah, there's just some things I have to do like at work that I literally cannot like say no to, or else that would basically jeopardize my the promotion I just recently got. So yeah, can't really like say no to it, which now involved me going across the country again, well, halfway across the country again, to qualify myself for the position that I recently got promoted to. The good part is, though, is that this is probably the last time for now. And, well, and here's the emphasis on for now, because it might all change when I decide to, like, go into a higher position. But, you know, that's just... It might happen. It might happen. I like to take things a bit slow, you know? I like to take things a little bit slow. Now, I mean, I could just, you know, be like a very, like, slow person just in general. But I don't mind that. I actually just don't mind that. I would you... There you go. I wonder, is there a way to, like... Oh! Hey! There's the button. There's the button for it. Cool. Alright, I don't think I've ever used this button before. Or maybe I did, I just completely forgot where the hell it was. Yeah, there we go. No, but yeah. Essentially, I had to go and leave for like 2 weeks to end up trying to qualify myself for the position I got promoted into. And yeah, that's just something I can't help. And not because I want to do it, it's just because I have to do it, you know? But yeah, it was about, you know, it was about the same as it's always been. The only issue is that over there, we used to get my company used to always get covered for like food and stuff like that. They used to always get covered for like food, and that changed. That changed recently, and our former providers are not happy about that. So they've been trying to find ways to get us, me including my coworkers, to buy the food at the hotel that we were staying at. And yeah, suffice to say, we would buy the food if the food was actually good. Yeah, we would buy the food if the food was actually good. But since the food was not good, then yeah, of course we just won't buy it. We'll just get, you know, Uber Eats and stuff like that. That's what a lot of people did. Also, where the hell is the last part on here? Where the hell is it? Oh, inside there? Really? Okay. Can I just do that? There you go. Yeah, essentially, before they did the whole change with the food and stuff like that, everyone used to eat there for free, and everyone got several plates of very subpar food, and then, you know, people eventually got fed up with getting free subpar food and decided they wanted to get paid for food that, well, they wanted to get paid for food that they went out and bought themselves. And you know what? My company relented. Well, not relented. They, whatever the word is for, yeah, we understand, we'll let you do that. Yeah. Yeah, so right now there's this big thing between my company and our former food providers, which are still our current food providers because of our contract with them. You know? Oh well. We have to deal with this for like another couple of years, but I don't, because I am completely done with going over there. I'm completely done with going over there. Where the hell is the freaking... I'm pressing tab. Where the hell is it? Sprocket and swing arm. Sprocket? What is this? What the hell is it? Down here? Oh, in the back. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Just like me, and not being able to read what is blatantly on my screen, huh? Oh well. At least we got done with that. Yeah, I don't need to look at this. You know, you don't gotta remind me. Clean the playground or clean the bungalow. Oh man, look at this house. That probably cost like $113,000. Nah, $198,000 for like 600 square feet. Let's go. I don't care about what you say, Calvin. I'm just here to wash. Oh, by the way, I don't think we're going to be power washing for long. We're probably going to power wash for about like half an hour because I have a stream to catch at 3. And, yes, I'm going to be watching, Miss Mother Nature, Miss Sarah's Fauna, and trying to basically just, like, cope with the fact that she is unable to drive. And for some reason, somebody gave her the keys to a truck. And I'm not talking about your average, like, Ford Land Rover. Like, Ford Land Rover? What the hell? Is that even a thing? Is that, like, two different things there? Ford truck. Instead of a Ford truck, no. She got a whole semi, and that's gonna be fun to watch. Yeah. You know, speaking of, like, fauna, so I was on the HoloLive Reddit recently, and I saw a thread praising, like, fauna, which, you know what, I don't mind, because more people should watch Mother Nature. She is a great streamer, very intellectual. And speaking of intellectual, the thread that I saw, the fauna appreciation thread, was talking about, like, how Fauna is actually, like, a nerd, but in an endearing way, because she's actually really intelligent about the stuff she talks about. Yeah. I saw a comment in the thread that really, like, encapsulated most of, like, what Fauna, like, is conveyed to me as, and the comment was that Fauna reminds, this commenter of, like, a school teacher that's off, like, that's off the clock, and honestly, that's a pretty good, like, approximation to how, like, Fauna actually, like, how she, like, what her general vibe is. Well, at least to me, as someone who watches her more frequently than, like, other members. Yeah. That's what it feels, that's what the vibe feels like to me, and it is great. But also, another thing that, like, she reminds me of, the fact that she's able to talk about really, like, intellectual things just off the cusp, like, out of nowhere, she reminds me a lot of Northern Lion, in a way. Not in terms of, like, demeanor, but in terms of just, like, well, just in terms of, like, what they, like, talk about. Like, something of the same caliber, because for those of you that watch Northern Lion, he's a very well-learned guy, and very, like, natural, like, speaker. And, well, while Fauna is, I will say, is not, like, as natural of, like, a speaker as compared to, like, Ryan, who is Northern Lion. And this is not a knock against Fauna. A lot of people aren't, like, can't speak with such, like, you know, smoothness. Well, smoothness. But there's a better word for it. But you know what I mean. Speak in the same way that Northern Lion can. Like, she still does it really well. But yeah. Yeah, Ryan is just able to, like, have, like, an infinite supply of, like, topics, or, like, commentate on games, like, really well, in terms of, like, reactionary, and also, like, having, like, some knowledge of the games, the game he's playing and its mechanics. Yeah. I don't know, she just reminds me a lot of, like, Northern Lion, and you know what? It makes, given my tastes, it makes sense why I would watch, like, Fauna more than, like, the others, because of the fact that I was a really big Northern Lion fan. In fact, I still am. Northern Lion is still in my subscription. It's still someone I'm subscribed to on YouTube. And it's been that way for, like, I think, shoot, years now. And this is my personal account, not my VTuber account, but my personal account. I've been subscribed to him for, like, over a decade already. Or at least close to a decade as possible. Yeah. I don't know, there's just something, like, about his way of, like, speaking and keeping people, like, engaged, and keeping engaging conversation, very, like, humorous conversation going. He just has a way of doing that, and that's why I really just, like, if there is one streamer to, like, really get into, in terms of just, like, how proficient they are at just, like, the whole thing, I would say that's Ryan. But yeah, that's enough of me singing the praises of Ryan. In fact, you could tell how long of a watcher I've been of him because of the fact that I don't call him Northern Lion, I call him Ryan. As if I know him on a personal level. I mean, you watch a guy for, like, 10 years or more, and you think you know him, right? That's usually how it goes, right? Just think about, like, people who've been watching, like, a certain VTuber for, like, 10 years from their debut recently until then. Man, that would be wild. That would actually be wild. In fact, I was, one of the, little food for thought that I've been thinking of recently is just what is the lifetime of, like, a VTuber? And I don't mean, like, it in a, like, a morbid way, thinking, like, oh yeah, when is this VTuber gonna die? No. We already know about the human mortality and everything, but I'm talking about in terms of just, like, the lifetime of the career as a VTuber. Because VTubing is still young. VTubing is still super young, and there's just a lot of unexplored territory here. There's just really a lot of unexplored, like, territory, and, like, there's still milestones to achieve and stuff like that. There's still a lot of that to happen in the VTuber sphere. It's still relatively young. So, I can only imagine just, like, how it's gonna look like 5 years from now, even. 5 years from now. How will the landscape change? I'm pretty sure that some of the big names are basically gonna be, like, retired by then. Because when it comes to a lot of the big names, you already... Okay, if you watch them, like, a lot, you can tell that from their personality type and, like, just how often they reinvent themselves and stuff like that, that perhaps VTubing is just a stepping stone for them. But for some of them, VTubing might actually be, like, their main shtick. And for it to be a viable main shtick, it all depends on how the whole medium of VTubing, like, you know, evolves, gets situated, and so on and so forth. It all depends on, like, that, and the only way to know is to see what it will look like in about, like, 5 years. Just, like, wait it out, right? Because who knows? Maybe something really drastic that is going to happen that changes the whole medium, like, upside down, right? It might happen, like, tomorrow. It might not happen until, like, 15 years from now. Who knows? All I know is that it's still going strong. It's not as strong as it was during the boom, obviously, but it was strong enough during the boom that VTubing is now, like, a staple, like form of streamer. They are a staple form of, like, streamer. And that is something that I'm really happy about. Because I have been a VTuber fan since, man, it's been years already. And I'm just happy to see how much it's grown, and how much it's grown past its previous trials and tribulations. The only problem is that, well, just like with every sort of medium and every sort of, like, fandom and stuff like that, I've just got to say that, I mean, it's encountering, like, you know, much of the same problems that budding fandoms or, like, budding mediums go throughout its lifetime. So I don't mind that. It happens. It'll happen. The only time when I don't like it happening is when it results in somebody, like, you know, leaving the medium altogether. I think I am of the common opinion that I don't want to see people, like, graduate, right? I don't want to see that. Not unless they actually, like, fulfilled, like, their goals in this medium. Because I always just hate seeing people retire with regrets, right? Because there are a lot of, like, VTubers and just a lot of streamers even that have, well, basically retired without really, like, achieving, like, almost every one of their goals. Yeah, it's a bit of a letdown when that happens, you know? It's like, I feel like everybody has the potential to meet their goals as long as they keep their goals realistic. And unfortunately, the reality is that not a lot of people really keep their goals realistic. But, I mean, there's still, like, a mental thought process behind, like, keeping unrealistic goals, so you at least can convince yourself to, like, work towards, like, something all the time, even though it's impossible to really meet. But in terms of tangible goals, I just see a lot of people just, like, giving up, just giving up straight up, without really achieving them. And yeah, that's kind of sad. I don't want to see that happen, like, as much as I can. But I already know that between now and the next 5 years, there's going to be several more who are going to go through that. Some probably really popular, like right now. For some people, VTubing is just a stepping stone. And, well, I can't blame them for treating it like that. I just, you know, I, among many people, like, secretly wish that we can just keep living in, like, the good times era of, like, VTubing, and then everything's all hunky-dory. But, you know, with an ever-changing, like, internet landscape and, like, you know, content creation landscape, it's just, it's not feasible. It's not feasible. So one can really only hope that, you know, things continue to evolve and grow, right? You know, that's just me. That's just me. That's just my thoughts on the matter, you know? I forgot what I was originally talking about. I was talking about fauna and, like, and then I ended up talking about Northern Lion. Speaking of Northern Lion, I've been really watching his, like, darker than dark, dark and darker, like, sessions that he has with his, like, friends. And that, in my opinion, games like that really bring out, like, the dynamic between, like, friends. Games like that, like Tarkov and stuff like that, they really do bring out the best dynamics, like, between friends and the best kind of banter, in my opinion. Well, some of the best. I shouldn't say the best, but some of the best. But yeah, those are always a blast. I think recently, the recent episode of it I watched was him teaming with Mouth and Sips, I think it's Sips. Frankly, to be frank, I kind of get Sips and Dan Giesling mixed up for some reason, even though Dan has a very, like, unique way of emoting himself through his vocals, you know? Through his way of speaking. But for some reason, I still get him mixed up with Sips. See, speaking of Dan Giesling, I really wonder what he's doing right now. He's still grinding it out on YouTube, last I heard, and I'm like, you know what? More power to him. Like, for a former Big Brother contestant, I'm just really, like, interested in the fact that he's still committing to, like, the YouTube thing. I think this is, I'm guessing this is something he just really likes doing. And you know what? More power to him. More power to Dan. Actually, if taking this back to, like, fauna, for example, I know there was, like, this whole thing about, like, people wanting, like, fauna to, like, collab with, like, Northern Lion and stuff like that, and ultimately it's up to her if she really wants it or not. But I don't know, like, speaking as, like, a fan, that would be really awesome if that were to happen, because, yeah, it would basically be two sides of, like, the same coin. I think they would be able to play off each other, like, really well. And here's the thing. Almost everybody loves Northern Lion, for those people who actually know about Northern Lion. Like, Northern Lion is probably one of the least controversial, like, streamers I've ever come across. Like, streamers and content creators, because he just, like, I mean, he knows the internet landscape and the content creation landscape so well that he knows, like, when to not engage with things and knows when to, like, keep a low profile when anything else would just plant a target on him. He exists in his own sphere, and that's something I can respect as a streamer. Somebody who knows how and when to stay in their lane. And I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I mean it in a sort of way where it's like, yeah, this is probably the smart thing to do, because anything else would just, like, you know, would be kind of too stressful for somebody who lives, like, you know, Northern Lion. Because, I don't know, I would think that there would be a lot of stress that would happen if Ryan were to ever get himself in a controversy and that bled over to, like, his family, like, IRL, right? And I'm talking about it's like immediate family, like Kate and his daughter and stuff like that. And speaking of, I wonder how old his daughter is now, because the last time I heard anything about, like, his daughter, man, like, she was still, like, a toddler. So if it's been years, I would at least think that the kid is now, like, 4 or something. Yeah. I really want to know. Actually, I really want to see what, like, Kate's been up to as well. Because I know Kate tried, like, streaming for, like, a little bit. But I guess, I don't know. I wonder if she still streams, because she streamed for, like, a little bit. Well, not even a little bit, for, like, I think, like, at least, like, a year, and then, I don't know, maybe she just, maybe it just didn't work out for her. I'm not sure. Maybe she decided to just, like, commit more time towards the kid, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I should be using better soap, shouldn't I? Here, let's see. What about this? Short extension? What's that? Oh, holy. What the heck? Oh, shit. This one? Okay, not that one. 15 degree? 0 degree. Ah, okay. Okay, how about this then? Nope, not that one. 25 degree nozzle. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. Anyway, yeah. I'm just wondering how their family is doing, how Ryan's family is doing. Because, yeah, they're good people. They're good people. Or at least last I understand of it, yeah, they're good people. Actually, I wonder how that computer programming thing has been going with like Ryan so far. Cause back when I used to watch him regularly, he was taking his like computer science courses in like online classes and stuff like that. I'm really curious as to just how that's going for him. How do I buy more stuff? There we go. Give me the best nozzle I can get. Soap nozzle. Urban X2 long extension. No. No. Where's the good one? Cleaning liquids. Clothing? Hell no. Power washers. I already got that one. Heavy duty. Professional duty. Probably this one? No, I can't buy it yet. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, what if we just buy... That's a spinning... No. Wow. Spinning nozzles? All just got spinning nozzles. Yeah, that's kind of lame. That's kind of lame, not gonna lie. Oh, well. I'm just gonna keep my money. It's fine. I'm gonna keep my money until I can buy, like, the best nozzle or something, whatever that is. But yeah, anyway, the main thing I wanted to get at, well, earlier, like, how many minutes earlier? Yeah, the main thing I wanted to get at is that, well, I see a lot of similarities in Northern Lion and, like, Fauna, and I guess that's why I watch them both. It's really interesting how you always gravitate towards a certain type of streamer, no matter what their, like, visage may look like. I guess I know what kind of streamer I like then, right? If only I can be a streamer that somebody else likes. That takes time. That takes time. I mean, hell. NL, he's continuing to grind, and he's been grinding for the past, like, how many years has it been? Like, he opened his channel, like, 2010 or something. So he's, like, a 13-year vet in the business. He's, like, a literal 13-year veteran in the business. Like, I would love to get some advice from him, but, you know... Who's to say that's ever gonna happen? It would be nice. It would actually be nice, but... You know, I at least want to get to some form of, like, notoriety first before that ever happens, right? Yeah. How much time we got left? We got 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes. That's good. That's good. So, it's good that I was able to at least salvage the stream a little bit. But I'm gonna wait until the Wild Hearts patch that's gonna come out this week, hopefully, and see if it's really worth it to keep Wild Hearts. Because if not, I will return the game, and then I will wait until Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Because, here's the thing. I'm gonna try my best. but I'm gonna try to at least play some of the game there. Some of the game there with friends. And that would be the, at least one of the friends that I played Neo with that one stream, like, over like a year ago or something. Almost a year ago, actually. Yeah, they want to play Wolong. Or at least he does. Which I will be happy to oblige, because I love the Neo series, and Wolong is basically just like, you know, Chinese wuxia, like, Neo. Beautiful, actually. Actually beautiful. I hope the game is good. I hope not a lot of things are like... I hope things aren't dumbed down. Because Neo can be a very technical game. It's just that I don't want how technical Neo is to get, you know, like downplayed in terms in favor of accessibility. I know some accessibility is needed though, because that game is hard. Like, that series is very hard and very unforgiving for new players. I don't mind there being, like, you know, an easier barrier to entry than like Neo, but I hope that in terms of just like, you know, how the end game is gonna be, played, I'm really hoping that there's still some complexity to be had there, whether it be by like some form of like weird bugs and interactions with some parts of like a weapon's moveset in regards to others, or, you know, or just, you know, just straight up just busted shit. and it's busted stuff that you don't even like, wouldn't even tell that was busted. But yeah, I think when Wolong comes out, I think that's next week, I think. Apologies for the yawn, but yeah, hopefully when Wolong comes out, like, next week. I think, actually, when it comes out next week, I've been thinking about the weapon I wanted to main for, like, Wolong. And I've decided that I think I might actually go, like, sword and probably Guandao. Well, according to the title, your character is probably going to be some form of, like, Zhuge Liang, but I still want to have the Guandao, because you can bet your ass that one of the extra, like, fights in the game, like, extra stages in the game, in true, like, Neo fashion, is just gonna be a single duel against Guan Yu. Like, you are going to fight Guan Yu, and you're going to be able to get the Green Dragon Crescent Blade to use for your character, and you know what? I'm down. I hope the Glaive moveset, the Guandao moveset is actually good. Because, God, man, I just hope it's good. Because if not, I'll be so disappointed. I would be absolutely disappointed. Especially when you have cases where, like, okay, you can replace the Guandao with like, Lu Bu's Sky Piercer or something. That would be cool. That would be cool to be able to get that weapon. Can I actually change my nozzle? Thanks. But yeah, it would be cool. It would be cool if it's actually good. But if not, then, I mean, I'll probably just go for, like, twin swords or something. As long as the twin swords feels good. Twin swords in Neo, like Neo and Neo 2, they felt off to me. They actually felt really off. I can't tell you why, though. When I like, want to play with, like, twin weapons, I kind of want, like, the weapons to be very, like, you know, noticeable. You know, because with the twin swords in Neo, it seems like I'm wielding twin short swords, right? I want it to be actually twin long swords, you know, because, I mean, shoot, one of the one of the main guys from Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Liu Bei. He wields twin swords. So probably you can get his twin swords in the game if there's like a duel against him. I'm really just like overthinking about how many duels are actually going to be in like Wolong, but I'm hoping you can at least fight like a duel against like the brothers of the Peach Garden Oath. Probably a duel against like Zhao Yun, like Lu Bu. There's probably going to be an extra stage where you fight against all three brothers or something to that nature. Man, the possibilities are like insane to me. But man, what I'm just hoping is just that at the end of the day, the game is good. That's all I want. I just want the game to be good. And I trust Team Ninja because, I mean, Neo is fantastic. It is literally the best combat, in my opinion, out of like a Soulsborne game. And I kind of wish that there was a Soulsborne game in the future where it's a collaboration between From Software and From Software and Team Ninja. Like, think about it. From Software's world design and lore paired with Team Ninja's like gameplay, and you basically have like a complete banger of a game right there. Really, really fun banger of a game. But, you know, that's just not a thing, I guess. That's just not a thing for now. And I would hope it's in the cards in the future. But, you know, hey, what's up, Black Kyrie? How you doing? How you doing? I hope you enjoy me ranting about just whatever nonsense at the moment. Because I've got like 10 minutes left in the stream, unfortunately. But yeah, glad you could at least make it. How you doing? Me, I am definitely winding down a bit since it's the afternoon. I'm thinking of, after the stream, I'm just gonna kick back and like watch some like, you know, Sarah's Fauna and stuff like that. She has a stream later where she's playing Euro Truck Simulator, and I just want to just really see just how bad somebody can be at driving. It can at least not be as well. They can at least be better than me, right? Well, you're watching your live whenever you can. Yeah, and I appreciate it. You obviously don't have to, but if you choose to, I appreciate it that you do. And if there's any VODs, well, if there's any streams that you miss, well, just know that the VOD for the stream it goes up on YouTube in about a week's time. I could probably also, like, you know, release it sooner, which I probably might do. But, yeah. I don't know, to be honest, I just need to be better at, like, you know, posting, like, my VODs on time. I'm still not great at that. I'm actually just still not great at that. Let's see. Got a couple of minutes left. I want to at least get this back part done. I know I can't get the roof, but I can at least get the sides. You know, I'm really starting to like fade right now. And, well, fade is like a slang that we use in like, well, at least I use in like my area right now. Fading is just like, oh man, I am, yeah, I'm about to pass out. Okay, well, no, not that drastic, but I'm getting very sleepy, essentially. When you get really sleepy during like, during like anything, I mean, just say that you're fading and people will understand what you're talking about. Though apparently fading does have like another meaning depending on which area of like, you know, the states you're in. But I wouldn't know because I don't do that stuff, you know? What I do, though, is absolutely fade because that is what I'm feeling right now. In fact, I think when I start watching Fauna, I'm just going to, like, recline in, like, my bed. I'm just going to recline in my bed and just relax. Because the good part is that, well, okay, it's both a good and a bad part. The bad part of this is that I'm not going to be able to get paid as much as I did before because they are cutting back on Overtime at my workplace. Yay. That means less money, but also that means I get to actually have couple of like 3 days and 2 nights off. I think that's a nice trade-off. But I don't know, it's less of a nice trade-off right now simply because I'm thinking of getting like a wheel stand. It's because of that wheel stand thing, a wheel stand problem that I was talking about much earlier. For those of you tuning in that don't know, I recently got a sim racing wheel and pedals, and just clamping the wheel and like shifter and handbrake on my desk. My desk is not made for like, it really isn't made for this, so I have to consider getting like a wheel stand. Which, you know what? It is what it is, right? It is what it is. I mean, I actually do like this sim racing hobby thing. I really do. It's really fun when I actually can, you know, be somewhat competent. When I can be somewhat competent, man, it's great. But I still got a long way to go on that. I still really have a long way to go. But when I do, when I am done, well, not done, when I am at least somewhat decent at it, I will stream it. I will stream Assetto Corsa. Stream me completely going like ballistic at like full sending my wheel, and being glad for the fact that I'm not like a really like massive dude, so I don't like break the wheel while full sending it. I did see a pic on the sim racing like subreddit that showed somebody full sending like I think a Logitech wheel or something. What am I talking about? Oh, I'm talking about like the sim racing the sim racing wheel that I got recently. And I was just basically mentioning how I saw on the sim racing like subreddit that somebody managed to break their like sim racing wheel by like full sending it. I'm assuming full sending it means that they really turned hard on it or something like that, like during a race, that it broke. So yeah, I'm glad I'm not. You want one? Oh yeah, you do. Oh yeah, wait, you want one? Man, if you are thinking of like getting one, trust me, it is actually like in my opinion, it's really fantastic, honestly. Man, were you shopping for one recently? Oh, you do some sim racing. Perfect. What's your sim racing game right now? What's your sim racing game right now? Or what's the one you intend to like play? Because my main one that I'm intending to play is just Assetto Corsa, because I like playing with all of like the mods and everything. But in terms of like a competitive sim racing game, I was thinking of getting maybe like Assetto Corsa Competizione or something. You hate Assetto Corsa because you don't understand it? Yeah, it's a bit obtuse, like in the beginning. And in order to really make it worth it, well, I mean, it's already worth it because of how cheap it is. But in order to really get the full value out of it, you really have to like download like a lot of mods for like Assetto Corsa, which I did. I downloaded a lot of mods for Assetto Corsa, like extra cars, tracks, yeah, basically a lot of extra cars and tracks that really like make the experience worth it for me. Yeah. You play Live for Speed and BeamNG multiplayer servers, but right now you need a better PC first. Oh yeah, you know what? BeamNG. I was thinking of like grabbing like BeamNG because like of just all the positive stuff that I heard about it. Yeah. I mean, obviously the main thing that people like note BeamNG for is like the damage model and stuff like that, which I do agree is it's kind of great, you know. Yeah, I was thinking of like grabbing it. I wonder how much it costs actually at the moment. I wonder how much it costs. Because there's a lot of like other sim racers as well. There's like, I mean, aside from Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Competizione, there's like Automobilista, there's iRacing, there's RF, like R Factor 2, you know? It's got good drift physics on certain mods and also a multiplayer server client now. Ooh, nice, perfect. Yeah, I'll think of taking a look at it. Oh yeah, there's another another game called like Car X, I think, and I think people usually use that for like drifting, right? Or is that it's like the main thing people like play that game for? All I know is that Car X is another one of the games. So, and there's also like more rally-centric games like, you know, Dirt and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of choice when it comes to like sim racing. But like I said, I settled on Assetto Corsa because I can just like slam a whole bunch of mods in there and then just like make it something for me to enjoy. You know? Car X is kind of weird for you. You haven't played it, but it's kind of like a fake game. Explain. I've never heard someone call Car X like a fake game before, but for the record, it's definitely like, I mean, to me, it doesn't seem like it's fake because it's actually, you know, there and like you can get it and play it and stuff like that. But what makes it like a fake game to you? Yeah, we can have this be like the final like topic of the stream since it's already like 3. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in like that in that thought right there. It got unlicensed cars and it's most arcade game on the sim racing spectrum. Okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. It definitely, yeah. That's the one thing I forgot about Car X. It's just like the unlicensed cars and stuff like that. Yeah. I feel like other games deserve the attention Car X is getting. Yeah, I can understand like where you're coming from then. I can understand where you're coming from. Yep. However, that's just like, you know, the nature of like what gets exposure and what doesn't. Unfortunately, I mean, shoot, in other game genres there are like a ton of games that I wish got more exposure than like the most popular like examples from that genre, but fuck, man. If only, right? If only. I mean, I'm trying to think of like a really good example right now. Shoot. Okay, here's a really weird example. Oh wait, there's also that Initial D Unity game, which is getting a Steam release too. Initial D Unity game. Initial D Unity game or just Initial Unity game? I'm assuming you meant to say Initial D Unity game. This is the first I've heard of that one. The only other Unity game that I was thinking of that somebody was working on was I think it was that like Wangan Midnight Unity game that unfortunately got taken down because the guy got fed up with people like bug reporting to him or something. It's called Initial Unity. It's Initial D remake kind of. Oh, it's called Initial Unity. It's actually called Initial Unity. Okay. Huh, I gotta look that one up because that's the first I've heard of it. Because like I said, the only like Unity like game that I can think of that was like being like worked on, but this was just like a personal project of theirs, was that like Wangan Midnight game. That one. Which, mind you, I was interested in, and well, and that's basically because I really like playing like the Maximum Tune arcade games whenever I get the chance to. I mean, I even have my own like Bona passport and everything. And yeah, that's as arcade you can get, but damn is that fun. Damn is that fun. Yeah. Man, the car that I'm working on for like maximum tune at the moment, man, I lost my streak with that car, but I still gotta finish, the story mode at least. Bad to hear devs are being hated into giving up. Well, it's not that, like, that the guy was hated into giving up. It's more like people completely, like, were completely ignoring, like, his footnote in, like, the description of his, video for the recent release of his, like, project. Literally, he was saying that, yeah, don't bother bug reporting to me because, this is a personal, like, project of mine, and I'm not really in the game to handle, like, the bugs at the moment. He's just working on it. Like, he'll handle bugs as he goes, but he doesn't want to, like, take his, I guess he didn't want his focus to be taken away, like, from the actual game, and, like, just to focus on, like, you know, fixing the bugs, right? But yeah, I guess he just got fed up with people just, like, bug reporting to him and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, people just don't read, essentially. People just don't read. I mean, shoot, I'm bad about it too, but not in that way. Yeah. Here's the thing about people and descriptions for videos. Good luck putting anything in the video description because nobody will read it. Yeah, people don't care about what other people want, rather. Yeah, basically. They just want to project what they want onto, like, a medium, essentially. Yep. That is a tale as old as time. Yeah. It's not enough to be happy about somebody's vision and happy that, like, that something tangible is there from that vision. Like, they just want to see more, right? People just want to see more. People want more. They want the best version of what they're able to get at the moment, and now they just can't get it at all. I feel like you also can't be that weak as a person leading a project that people will see. Actually, this reminds me of what you said right there. Reminded me of something, because I can literally say the same thing about, like, a lot of other, well, quite a few, like, mod makers. Because one of the things that I noticed about, like, a ton of these, like, mods for, like, whatever game have you, is that they're led by people who don't necessarily have, like, the thickest, like, skin on the internet. Like, for example, there's this one, like, mod for, like, Dark Souls 3 that puts in so much, like, stuff that changes the mechanics of the game and all of that. And it was just an insane, like, combat mod that basically was taken offline. Well, it was taken offline for, like, a time because somebody basically trolled, like, the creator and made it's basically someone trolled the creator and, like, made accuse them of, like, stealing, like, other people's stuff and stuff like that. Wasn't it a Skyrim mod? No. This was definitely a Dark Souls 3 mod. Yeah, you gotta know how to manage your audience or how to ignore it. Yeah, and a lot of people just don't know how to. It's like they have all this, like, talent and, like, gift for, like, modding and, like, you know, and then that stuff, but they really just, like, they just don't know how to deal with, like, criticism, essentially. That's one of the things that's, like, missing in a lot of these interactions. They just don't know how to deal with, like criticism or deal with people, like, on the internet. Yeah. And in fact, there's a lot of, like, mods with mod makers who are like that. And you know what? It's disappointing to see, but it's also really just made me realize just, like, some of these people really just, what's the word for it? They need a middleman, essentially. They need a middleman, in my opinion. Like, somebody to deal with, like, the criticism while they just work on, like, you know, the mod itself. And I'm usually speaking of like mods that are just headed by like maybe like a handful or just like one person, you know? They need an adult. That is one way to that is basically what I'm saying, essentially. That is one way to say it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but basically there are just some people who can't handle criticism on the internet, and there are people on the internet who don't respect the wishes of the creator of the content they're consuming. So, yeah, it's all bad both ways, you know? It's all bad both ways. But yeah, at least with the Dark Souls mod that I was talking about, the creator eventually did come back, banned the person that like trolled them, and then when the person tried to come back to the server under a different account, like banned them again, and then just continued releasing like stuff for like the mod. But then, I mean, basically everybody in that like server, because they had their own server where they released the mod, essentially, everyone knew not to push his buttons, essentially. Yeah, basically, in order to make sure that the mod was still available to them, everyone essentially had to make sure just not to say anything to push their buttons. You know? It is the funniest way to say it. Try your steering wheel with Underground 2. I could, yeah, I could actually, yeah. Yeah, I could try it, yeah. I need to hook it up, though. Because I don't have it hooked up right now. Because, I mean, my setup right now is not ideal to just have my, racing wheel just off to the side or something. Yeah, I'm kind of working with limited space right now, so it's stowed away whenever I'm not using it. But yeah, I want to see how it works with Underground 2 and also with like Tokyo Extreme Racer and stuff like that. You know, Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift 2. Shoot, hell. I mean, if Midnight Club back then supported like racing wheels, I want to see how that works. That'll be fun. It's cool to tune your car around your steering wheel, unlike Assetto, where you mess with the force feedback most of the time. Only works on PC, you assume, though. That I can't say, cause I haven't really like messed around with the stuff in Assetto Corsa like yet. Yeah. Well, actually, speaking of like tuning, like actually speaking of the wheel, I didn't realize just how many things I can adjust when it comes to like the, you know, the wheel and everything. Cause the wheel that I have right now is a Moza R5. I have a Moza R5 right now, and I downloaded like the Moza Pit Boss app, and yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and forth between the app and adjust things accordingly a lot of the time until I find the perfect settings for like Assetto Corsa. Then whenever I get a new game, I'm gonna have to adjust the settings for that, because not all games like force feedback settings or like wheel settings are all the same and stuff like that. Then you got a good enough wheel. You watch Goosiest or something? No, actually, the reason why I picked the R5 was because of just, you know, general research that I did. I didn't even know of Goosiest before I bought the R5. So yeah, it was nice seeing that Goosiest went to like well, I mean, he's at an R9 right now, I think, right? But yeah, I didn't know about Goosiest until after getting the R5. But yeah, no, the R5 is great. R5 is great. At least what I've been using of it so far. I know about the R5 because he made a video on saying it's perfect. Actually, for like a starter wheel, well, for like a starter budget direct drive, I would say it's pretty good, yeah. But there are a lot of people who basically say that if you can afford it, definitely like get the R9 if you can. But yeah, if you're on a budget but still want a direct drive, yeah, no, R5 is fine. And shoot, with the force feedback settings that I'm using, it's suitable enough for me. It's literally suitable enough for me. It's a high-end wheel. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, I'm satisfied with it so far. Oh, I can pick up this ladder, can't I? Oh, I'm stupid. There it is. There it is. Go up here. Man. Yeah, I think the R5 I can keep for like a while, cause you know the thing about like sim racing is that a lot of people like stick to their setups for like a long time. So I think with the R5 I can stick with for like a long time too. I just need to find, well, I just need to buy a good wheel stand or like a cockpit. I'm just gonna say, I can't be a desk racer for long. Like, clamping those things onto my desk, especially like the L clamp that I have for the shifter and handbrake, man, the rattle produced by the wheelbase ended up starting to like damage like the desk. And I'm talking about the bottom part of the desk where like where you screw up the like the clamps and stuff like that. Your desk broke in half before, so you couldn't do that safely. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is that to save my desk from like having visible damage on it, I'm gonna need to buy like a wheel stand or like a cockpit. And I'm not talking about like an 80/20 or something. I'm talking about like, just like, an NLR like wheel stand 2.0 or something. That's good enough for me, especially with the space that I'm dealing with at the moment, which is not a lot. I have literally like I basically just like, my room is a cube. My room is just a small cube. So it's great to have a wheel stand that I can just, fold and then just shove off to like the side for when I'm not using it. It would be great to have an 80/20 and like triples and everything, but that's way down the line, That's way down the line when I actually decide if I want to really commit to the hobby. But from what I played from what I played with so far, it is really fun. But let's see how long that lasts. I'll probably give myself like a 6-month trial period, That's like the bare minimum, I would say. A 6-month trial period with like the whole setup that I have right now before I start even thinking of like upgrading. I know the cockpit won't count as like an upgrade because I'm already like, I'm basically 90% committed to getting one. Oh my god, the whole roof. Jeez. Try Live for Speed 2. It's a game from 2002, actually. Hey, even if it's a game from like 2002, like as long as like, the driving is good, then hey, shoot. Isn't there this one rally game that people still play from like 2001 or something? I mean, if the driving is good, the driving is good, right? Oh shit, you know what? I need to figure out I need to see what time it is. Ooh, whoa, oh, holy shit. Okay, I am overtime. I'm actually overtime. Yeah, let me, I got carried away with that. Which, honestly, like, ultimately, I don't mind. Like, I'm talking about a hobby that I'm just getting into. It's great. It's great. Let me just save. Let me save. Nope, I don't want that. Where's save? I mean, it just saves my progress already, right? Yeah, it saves my progress already. Perfect. Let me just... There we go. It's like a Assetto Corsa from 2002, and it has damage physics. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let me go and look that up after the stream then. Yeah. Here, let me go and switch the background. All right. Oh, I could change the topic now to wrapping up. Cause yeah, I'm basically done for the day. Yep. That's gonna be it for me. And let me just say that I didn't imagine a game from 2002 could cost $20, but it was worth it. I can say that about a lot of games these days. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Well, I mean, well, look, there are some games that have been released even like years ago, like in the early 2010s, that still cost like quite a bit, like on Steam. So yeah, as online servers still running, hey, all it just takes is a dedicated community, right? All it just takes is a dedicated community to keep a game alive. Shoot, Phantasy Star Online, the first game, still has like private servers that people can still play on. Yeah, so I totally understand that. Mods come out for it every day. Like I said, all you just need is a dedicated like community, right? So I'm kind of happy that like games even like from that early on can still have like support like that from like the community. So that's a good sign in my opinion. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Let me go see. Live speed. There it is. All right. I'm about to look into this afterward then. So I'm gonna go and take the time to wrap up then. Let me say that the original game for this stream was supposed to be Wild Hearts. And, yeah. For those of you that tuned in at the beginning of that, yeah, no, the game is actually just really poorly optimized, and I have to wait until, like, the optimization patch. So, yeah, we're gonna put that on the back burner. And if the optimization patch does not do anything, then, well, you know, I'm just gonna return the game, and you know what? Koei Tecmo, EA, you fumbled it. You fumbled it. You fumbled it really badly. Now I gotta rely on Team Ninja to, like, restore, like, Koei Tecmo's reputation for, like, the month, you know? But yeah, well, aside from that, it's a nice chill time with like Powerwash, even though it's like it was only for like a little bit. They already fumbled that game. Yes, but they still have some room to, you know, make up for it, I guess. I'm just saying, if this optimization patch doesn't fix things, then yeah, nah, that's a complete fumble, you know. In my eyes, it's already a fumble, but it'll be a complete and utter just like failure if that optimization patch, hopefully coming out this week, doesn't fix things. But yeah, yep, I'm back to streaming. I am back to streaming. However, my schedule is still as you would see on the offline screen. Just gorilla. Yeah. Well, hopefully I end up in a better situation where I can stream more consistently, but I will stream when I can. That's just gonna be my MO still. Even though I have come back from like a 2-week hiatus, and that was seriously just because of work. So I don't have to do that those kinds of hiatuses anymore because of work for now, unless I get promoted again. So just expect just a little bit more consistency compared to the last 2 weeks. So yeah, let's see, is there anything I'm forgetting? Apparently switch audio mode to surround 5.1 doubles the FPS. Audio mode to surround 5.1. Really? I should try that out. If that's true, that is one hell of an oversight right there. Yeah. What? Okay, that's kind of ridiculous, though. I'm gonna try that out, though. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you to everybody who dropped by, and yeah, thanks for welcoming me back. At least that's what I'm assuming in your minds for welcoming me back. right? No, yeah, I'm glad to be at least like somewhat back. So as for the next stream, I'm I think I'm gonna be playing like either Hollow Cure, like Vampire Survivor, probably Hollow Cure. And when the optimization patch for Wild Hearts drops, assuming the audio switching that I in chat is saying that will fix, though, that will double the FPS or something, if that doesn't work, then hopefully the optimization patch actually makes Wild Hearts on PC playable. If not, well, we'll think of something else. But yeah, I'm gonna be off then. Take care, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. All right, I'm off. Good night. Well, night. Good evening or good afternoon. Too early for evening. Good afternoon. Okay, I'm gone. Goodbye.